Hey, this is Jonesy from Jones for TV coming at you with a review for Arrow Season 5, Episode 4, Penance. This episode premiered tonight, and I have to say it was a very enjoyable episode because the plot sort of gelled better this week. There was two main plot lines, and actually three, I guess, if you count the flashbacks, and I think the overarching theme of this episode was family, the theme of family, and the theme of a team. And basically, one plot line is Oliver goes to break Diggle out of prison because Lyla wants him to, and he realizes that Diggle doesn't need to be in prison and getting this self-loathing. And there's this really cool espionage aspect to the episode where Oliver's sneaking around the prison doing certain things. And of course, him and David Ramsey's, or Stephen Amell and David Ramsey's just their chemistry as actors really shows with Diggle and Oliver this episode, and the whole idea of brotherhood comes up again and how they're sort of brothers, and it's really cool. And I really do like that whole plot line in this episode, and of course the way they escape the prison's insane. So that was great. The other plot line, it was basically the new team was talking, or not, it was as Oliver was left to go help Diggle escape the prison, the city was basically being overrun by Church and his men. They had stolen quite a few weapons, and they were going to try to take back the guy who was going to testify against Church. And so all of the four guys, or three people team up and are going to. But of course, Ragman, of course, he's still having trouble with Felicity and the whole Haven Rock thing. And normally I hate drama on Arrow, but I think it was handled well, and I think it was handled well in part because Joe DeConnell really plays Rory Reagan well. He really plays Ragman well, and the emotions seem genuine, which is something I normally didn't get with Arrow, especially season 4. The emotions didn't seem genuine. Everything seemed forced, but I really think Ragman's a cool addition to the cast. But in the end, they all work together and save the people they need to. But Wild Dog gets left behind, and I'm fine with that because considering I don't like Wild Dog, he's my least favorite of the new team. But hopefully they'll be able to make his character a little bit more redeemable with this whole arc with him being captured by Church. All this being said, I think it was a great episode. The flashbacks, of course, involved Oliver's time in prison in Russia and his final test with the Bratva, and I really think that worked well with jail scenes in the present. And so this episode really gelled nicely. Everything went together good, and the fact that there was less plot lines made it so it worked out better. So I'd have to give this episode let's give it a 8.7 out of 10. It's really probably the best episode of this season. I hope you've enjoyed this review for Arrow Season 5, Episode 4, Penance. Remember to like and subscribe.